Welcome everybody to another coffee break. We've been enjoying this amazing title music from Yoku's Island Express. That's the game we're playing today. I'm excited to play it. I've been wanting to play it for weeks now. I played it over break. Fell in love with this game. Had so many ideas. Couldn't wait to play it on the stream and talk about it. I'll try to remember the things I thought then, and maybe try not to gush too much about it, because I think it's perfect. Okay, yeah, so, let's see. I'm gonna make sure I have audio. Good? Good? Okay. Actually, it might be a little bit loud in this mic. Apologies. Let's see, I'm almost all the way through it. I'm honestly not sure. I think there's one chest I haven't found the key for. But we are going to start a brand new one. Okay. So, yeah, Yoku's Island Express, developed by Villa Gorilla, published by Team 17. I want to say March 2018 is when it came out. And that is Yoku. A dung beetle. Boy, that's unfortunate. It's been a minute since I've seen the opening of this. I've forgotten how it started. Alright, so there I am, Yoku, the dung beetle, pushing not dung, but instead a ball that floats. So, I mean, it kind of looks like, maybe it's, I don't know. I'm actually, this is closer than I was playing earlier. And much bigger than, you know, of course, the Switch screen. So I'm seeing more details now. It looks maybe like an egg, but you know, it kind of acts like an 8-ball or a cue ball rather. Posterdactyl. You're the new postmaster they sent to relieve me, eh? I'm glad you showed up. Something big is going down around here, and I don't feel like sticking around. Before I leave, I've got your first assignment right here. My old postal badge. Deliver it to Nim the translator in the village. You got it, dude. The Island Express is your duty now, so make sure to deliver the badge to Nim or you'll be in trouble. That's it for me. Farewell. Good luck. And take good care of the Island Express. See you later, Postal Dactyl. That would be a completely different game. Maybe we'll get a prequel. Okay, so I've got my map. Sorry, let me remember all my things. I'm pretty sure, yeah, X takes me to my map. And then A and B are going to be my movement, which we will get to in a moment. We've got the old Postmaster's badge. You're supposed to give it to Nim the Translator. I really, really love the music in this game. It's very chill, very relaxing. Deliver the postal badge to Nim in the village. Okay, so I've got to go way over there. Way over where? I'll figure it out. Okay. So moving. Oops, remember that? Come back and put some mail in that box. Here is. Oh, I thought that. Yeah, it's left and right, not A and B. This is my main mode of transportation around the island. Pinball battles. You can see why things like Sonic Spinball came to mind as I was playing this game, and maybe to a lesser degree things like Peggle, but we'll get there. Although I have to say Peggle sort of stood in for a variety of... This son of a bitch. Where do you think you're going, Postmaster? This is my pond. If you want to cross, you're gonna have to pay the toll. Troll toll. See, what I want grows on the high cliffs above. Juicy cove mushrooms. My mouth waters just thinking about them. Anyway, you get me a big one, and I'll let you cross the pond. Okay. So, yeah. So the game is, you know, basically a bit of a platformer mixed with pinball and a Metroidvania style of progression. Yeah, I mean, not anything that I would have ever thought of or would have ever really thought could be good, but gosh dang it, it is. So yeah, most of the gameplay consists of things like this, right, where I'm sort of in these pinball-type structures, and I have to do pinball-y things like light up, you know, a certain number of lights, or, you know, get things to spin a certain amount of time, or, you know, bounce off the thingies, or in the case of right now, try to hit the ball through a somewhat difficult avenue. I don't know what to call it. You get it. Got collectibles, of course. What's a game without collectibles? You found a wickerling. Good fortune is bound to come to whoever collects a lot of them. It's true. Boom. So good. So good. Alright. One of my favorite things is, like, the way that works out, right? There's several instances where, you know, the game just sort of... You hit one pinball paddle and it, you know, it bounces you a few times, and it just is... It's a nice feeling, even though I'm not really doing anything. Maybe that's why it's a nice feeling. Excuse me when I get my coffee. Snores. Oh yeah, I remember what A does now. Yeah. You get the noisemaker. It's not a post horn, but it'll do. My partner grew quite annoyed by that noise when I was playing this over break. Sometimes, you know, I'm trying to figure out what to do, and it's just, you gotta figure out what to do. Wake up. I like to come up here looking for mushrooms. This is a great place to pick fungi, but you've got to be careful. Poison toadstools like to grow near the cove mushrooms. A single bite is enough to put someone's lights out for days. That gives me an idea. If you still want to grab some shrooms, I recommend the cliffs on the east side. That's the juiciest grow. That's where the juiciest grow. Alright. Give me them. Give me them fruits. Alright, let's see. Let me use this here. I've played this, obviously, but to be honest with you, like, the beginning of it was a long time ago. Okay, so... okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just go, let's just go exploring, yeah? That's kind of the beauty of this game, and games like it. Throughout the game, like in most Metroidvanias, of course, I'm going to unlock new abilities, and that will help me get to new areas. Yeah. Well, Booyah! Okay. Well, yeah, I guess that was it. One of the things I ran into in this game is that you have a wallet, you know, not unlike in the Legend of Zelda games. And right now, my wallet holds 100 fruit, but I will quickly fill that. I want to say you can get up to like 500 or maybe 600, but the first time I played this game, it was sort of a challenge to spend the fruit before I felt like I was effectively wasting it by getting more when I had a full wallet. So yeah, I recommend spending it as soon as you get it. What up, bruh? The Wickerlings. Okay, I need to go back up there. There's another Wickerling. I don't remember to get him yet. Bounce around there a little bit. Bow wow wow. Yippee yippee. Found the shrooms. This is actually the site of one of the things that I saved to last. I just could not figure it out until I did. I think one of the interesting things that this game does, you know, actually right there it is. That's the thing that I didn't find until very late in the game. Although right now I can't do much about it. Anyway, one of the interesting things about this game, I think, is the way that failure figures into it. Quite often, I found while I was trying to do a certain thing, like right now I'm trying to do, is go up and hit those things. I inadvertently, I fail to do the thing I'm meaning to do, but I inadvertently do something else. Which could be, you know, much better. It might be something that I'm not even sure that is possible, and you know, the outcomes might be better than what I was even trying to do. You got a juicy cove mushroom. What a treat! And that feeling really made me think about failing as a form of queer play. The way that Bonnie Ruber talks about it in her book, Video Games Have Always Been Queer. She's using Jack Halberstam's Queer Art of Failure to talk about the ways that video game players and designers can incorporate queer modes of being into games. And of course, you know, like she talks about it being sort of two strands of this idea. First is sort of an emergent mode of playing brought by the player into a game, and that can be, of course, brought to any game. You fail in spectacular ways. And the idea of, I should mention, I suppose, the idea of the queer art of failure is that often queer people, when they don't meet expectations of a heteronormative society, that, you know, it looks like failure. A failure to have a marriage, a failure to reproduce, yada yada. You've got a poison toadstool. Anyone who eats this will be knocked out cold for a long time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now I remember. Okay. Yeah, so I think this game would obviously be sort of. I think the designers have built this in, whether they meant to or not. This idea of failure in a queer-like way. Particularly, I think, because, like I was saying, often I fail to do the thing I'm trying to do, but wind up doing something much better. Oh, what is the delicious scent? This is phosphor. Is that a cove mushroom I smell? Go on. Hand it over and I'll let you pass. I honestly have never given him the cove mushroom. I've always done the poison toadstool. Let's... Cool. So, okay, so much later in the game, you come to him later and he's feeling sick, and this is kind of it, you know, like he gives you some dialogue. Ugh, I'm not feeling well. I wonder now if, because I gave him the good mushroom, if he'll give me the key to the very last chest that I failed to open in my first playthrough. We'll see one day, maybe. Okay. I think sort of to the queerness of this game, I think there are multiple levels of queer play, not just the failure, but I think I mean the fact that you know, you are a dung beetle. You're very sort of you know, not your typical sort of what am I trying to say? Stereotypical, maybe, hero archetype. You're small. You really can't even maneuver by yourself. If it weren't for these paddles, I would be stuck way at the beginning. So it's, you know, less about Yoku sort of overcoming things and more about him sort of maneuvering through this I don't know, labyrinth of corridors, and sort of making do with what he has. I have to admit that I'm not, I don't consider myself a queer scholar. You know, I've read some things, I've listened to some talks, but these are my impressions of the game based on what I know about sort of that line of scholarship. So, if you're listening now or later and you take issue with anything I say, please point it out, and I'd love to have a conversation about it. Wallet upgrade! You can carry 150 fruit. I still haven't gotten my mail. Tweepers, hey Beetle, give us a hand. Suitlings are crowding our nest. I can't read. Please get rid of them and we'll give you something good. Yeah, okay, so another reason that I think this is a queer game, and I don't necessarily have the scholarship to back this up. This is more from a conversation I had with our own Josh Rivers months and months ago on a lunch zone, I believe. We were talking about the inherent queerness of the Legend of Zelda games, and I was asking him why he believed that those games were queer. And one of the things he mentioned was that there was an emphasis on helping people, and I think, you know, that's in this game in spades, right? I've already been asked to help basically everyone I've met. But then there's also, you know, like, I also need help, because, again, and like Link, I'm not, well, like young Link anyway, I'm not your stereotypical hero quest hero, hero's journey hero. Oh, that was lovely. That's lovely. Ah. These guys will come into play again, right? Yeah. What a great moment. What a great game. And I love that theme song. My little dude is going to come into play later. Way to go! Thanks for getting rid of those suitlings. They're someone else's problem now. Yeah, okay, so I think the game has some interesting things to do with queerness. Here we go. This inconspicuous looking son of a bitch Kickback. Ugh, finally. I've been stuck in that smelly old pot for way too long. Name's Kickback. I'm new to these parts. I figure I owe you for letting me out, so I'll tell you what. I'll block those thorns for you and help you get up to the tower. It's the only way to go if you want to reach the village. Okay, so here's, you know, an instance of a character helping me, right? And I mean, I think we could talk about the paddles maybe being sort of a character into themselves. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe. Bounce me, bro. Kickback joined up. Kickback will now randomly appear in bubbles and block thorny pits. So it's sort of like a you get a jail-free card. If I miss a dude, he'll bounce me up. Let's see, what do we have here? Where am I? Alright, I think I'm gonna go up because I think this is the right one. Yep. Whoops-a-daisy. You know, to be quite honest with you, I kind of have forgotten where I'm supposed to go. It's like way up there. Yeah, okay, so... yeah, whatever. We'll go this way. Kickback. Oh, almost used him too soon. Shit. Ah, damn. Too late. Man, shit, how do I get that? You son of a bitch. Can't jump. Come on. Don't be an asshole. Shit. Another way the failure comes into play, which we'll probably see. God damn. I'm really not trying to do this. There we go. Well. Perhaps we'll see it. Perhaps we won't. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, that's where I'm trying to get. Trying to get gone. Okay. I would say that too, like, just failure is in this game is just kind of, you know, part of the process. You can't possibly hit every. That's annoying though. You can't possibly hit every ping pong like you want to. ping pong. I meant pinball. So it's, you know, a lot of sort of just coming to terms with having to do things over and over again. Getting comfortable, I think, with frustration. There we go. Maybe comfortable is too nice of a word. Not what I meant to do. And in fact, to get everything, to get all of the fruit, that was the wrong, stupid. We clearly need to fail, often. Maybe not that badly. I was thinking, I'm not paying attention. Whoopsie daisy. Alright, here we go. And a boop. Very nice. A little spooky over here. Let me go back. And Bob's your uncle. But I mean, I'm getting real close to filling those, like, let's see what's up there. Getting really close to filling this wall already. Right in time. Brilliant. 200 fruit. Ah, intriguing. I don't have 10 wickerlings yet. Also, what the fuck is this thing? Whoa. Nim says, "What's this? You've got a postal badge. Then you must be the new postmaster. I am Nim, the translator. It is my duty to guide the people of Mokumama. Mokumana, yeah, Thailand. I'll shake your hand, but I'm a bit tied up at the moment. Yup. It's very good you showed up. Mokuma was attacked by the Godslayer. That sounds exciting. Mokuma is the lifeblood of our island. If we lose Mokuma, everything will fall apart. In the attack this morning, Mokuma was branded with the mark of the Godslayer. It all happened so fast. It was just a blur of yellow teeth and fangs. The brand pulsates with something wicked and appears to be draining the strength from the old one. I know you haven't had time to get your bearings, but this is urgent. I'm sending you out straight away. Hang on to the postal badge. You'll need it now that you're handling official island business. These letters must be delivered to the 3 chiefs of Mokumana. Making them accept their summons might take some work, but the task is very important. We will need all of their power to undo the wicked seal to save Mokuma. The chiefs live all across the island. You should start with Spina and Morrow Hill. You'll get there by crossing the Great Waterfall. Okay, so yeah, so here we see sort of more of that Metroidvania structure. 3 places to go. I can go either to any of them. I suppose I can. They send me to one straight away, so I'll probably pick that one, even though I'm not really sure. Okay, yeah, and I mean, this really informs sort of the driving narrative, if there is one, in the game, is to, save the island spirit from this Godslayer entity by delivering mail and bringing the island together. And it really sort of, is the basis of another claim I want to make about this game, in that it is... I see it as being not only like what am I trying to say? I think of it as a anti-colonial maybe game. I'm not. Let's talk to this guy first. The new postal pair, Squawk. Welcome to your new office, Squawk. You have one new message. Would you like to hear it now? Of course. Are you recording? Okay. This is Posterdactyl speaking, and if you're listening to this, you must be the new postmaster. Congratulations on your new job at the Island Express. The office is a bit messy. It's nothing personal. Just lost my passion for the job. You know? I get it. So the gig is pretty easy. I'll get you a mail bag with the parrot. If you come by any empty mailboxes, just cram a couple of letters into them to make sure the mail always gets through and all that. Okay, great. So that's it. You make sure to take care of the old express for me. Now, how do I turn this thing off? Squawk. End of message. Alright, officially. The mailman. Or bug. As that too. Yeah, so, okay, so I don't see it as, like, as decolonizing or anything. A lot of games are sort of built around this idea of taking territory, conquering something, and that's not what this game is about at all. Instead, I'm clearly an outsider. I washed up on shore, so that part is still the same. But instead of attempting to colonize the island, I am working within it. I'm becoming acclimated to the way it works, rather than acclimating it to the way that I work. And I think the pinball aspect really speaks to that to a degree. Lanka says, my pinball is terribly out of style. I'd offer some help, but with Mokuma so upset I haven't been able to get out and refill my sprinklers. If you come by any sprinkle baubles, please bring them to me, and I'll try to improve your somber-looking ball, the ivory look you've got now, while a classic is much, much too basic. Don't forget to bring me any sprinkle baubles you come across. Where was I? Let's see. Yeah, let me get that down. Alright, do I want to go up or do I want to go right? Let's go up. Get rid of all those things. Yeah, good choice. Let's see what this guy says. The fungoids, Rinri, the fungoids get treated like second-class citizens over here. Would you consider yourself above such unwarranted prejudice? Of course. Ugh. Quiet, you. Excellent. What? Oh, there's two people. Okay. Excellent. So let's see you prove it by helping us out. I've been looking to get our spores to the perfect spot. We think the cliffs up above Mokuma would do nicely. Here, take these spores. We'll give you a reward once you've infected. Yeah, you've infected. We mean planted them above. Okay. These spores want to grow above Mokuma's pit. This toolbox belongs to Sandro, the island's fixer. Yeah, okay, so I was talking about the anti-colonial sort of take on this game. And I mean, of course, I think, any game. Rinri, this spot is great. From up here we can see everything that's going on in the village, but it's not what we were looking for. We need more moist trees. Please plant our spores in the woods below, somewhere damp where they can gaze upon the impressive statues. Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, I think games obviously communicate a particular set of values through the architecture. Players obviously can sort of play into that set of values, or they can play against it, such as we were talking about failing as a sort of a queer way to play games, failing on purpose. But I think the values inherent in this game are anti-colonial, not just sort of in a decolonial sense, but in that it is the exact opposite for me. Where colonialism doesn't even play into the equation, it's as if it doesn't exist. And I can see, some people might think, well, you're still an outsider, you're coming to this island, you are sort of the savior, there's maybe even some whiteness in there with the ball here. And I'm, that's fair. But, I'm not, Yoku's not sort of saying, oh, you pitiful islanders. I'm clearly the one that you need. Let me show you how to do this. In fact, right now, my job in saving this island is getting other people together to come do this, right? It's not even really by the power, inherent in myself, but I'm working to help the island help itself, sort of. In a very sort of, not passive, but in a very sort of background capacity. I'm sort of doing the legwork here, but I'm not anything special. I'm a little dung beetle, short and stout. Yeah. So that's sort of my 2 cents on that. And yeah, I don't know. I'd love to hear more opinions about it. I'm gonna write. I'm in charge of the blog post this week on our Series Play blog, and I intend to write about these ideas in this game. So I'd be pretty stoked if you gave me some feedback there. Hey there, sorry to say, but there ain't no way you're getting across Tomorrow Hill. A boulder is blocking this path. The slug gardener usually fixes stuff like this. Someone ought to fetch the slug gardener. All right. Well, I suppose I'll go fetch the slug gardener. Well, I hope that stuff stays. Did I get close to the slug gardener? Yeah, pretty close. Cram some letters in there. Gotta be pretty good. Pretty good. I was studying when someone dumped a trunk down the falls, and when it washed up there was something left inside it, but a sun bunny made off with it before I had the chance to check it out. Sun bunny. Oh, can't do that. Give me them fruits. Yeah. Might have had more ideas about that. Oops. But I can't remember what they are now. Let's see, where's this lady at? I need to get around and over there. So, in case you haven't figured this out yet, or know it, blue is my right thumb drive, thumbstick, thumb trigger. No, sorry, blue is my left. Yellow/orange is my right, and then the blue and the yellow here, both do that. And those are my save points. Okay, yeah, so I think I still need to go down and over. I can't get over there because it teaches me something. Alright, here we go. Here's the slug gardener. Slugs are unstable while at heat. Single nudge and then kabloom. Hee hee hee. I'm the slug gardener. Good to meet you, Beetle. The slugs are turning into a real problem. I'd fix it myself, but all the slug control tools are in my shed. It's over in the meadow, but the way there is overflowing with slugs. Slugs. If you're looking to get into the slug handling business, you're free to borrow my tools. Just make sure to pop a slug or two in your way over to the meadow. Okay. Use. Get the gardener's tools. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And down we go. So I guess I really haven't really talked about why this game made me think of Peggle. And again, the Peggle sort of stood in for a lot of that type of casual game. But I think the collection of the fruit really sort of feeds that drive to keep playing, even when late in the game you return to areas that you've essentially completed, for lack of a better term. You can still generate fruit, by bouncing off of things. Let's see. I will eventually, as you can imagine, harness the power of these slugs once I get the slug handling tools. Shit. Yes. Stupid slug. Oh, here we go. Alright. I need to spin some fruit before I lose my fruit. And here we are. We made it to the Slug Gardener's tool shed. Whoop. Get the slug vacuum, hold XL or XR while near slug to suck it in. Alright. Chicka 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 choo choo. Now we're in business. These will allow me to harness the power of exploding slugs to blow stuff up like that. Wasn't paying attention. I don't know. I haven't had my coffee today. Also, not necessary there. Soon. Well, not soon, but eventually I can collect more than one slug. But that is not the case now. Okay. Yeah, and I would say for the most part, this is sort of the core gameplay mechanics. I've gotten them all now, right? I've got the horn. I've got the slug sucker. Oh shit. I got a limited time here before they explode. I can explode them myself too if I wanted to. Unless you were a little too late. Oh yeah. Awesome. Cool. Oh, I need to spend some dough. We're afraid to deal with the slugs, but not as slug busters. We're the bastion between slug and civilization. Oh, and by the way, if you're looking to head up to the village, I recommend just keeping left past the Great Ape and up the tower. Okay. I can't get up there yet. There's some stuff to spend on. Or food, rather. Skeeper, hey! You're that beetle who chased off the suitlings. Since you're such a good guy, I've got a neat deal. It's a bigger wallet. Whether you can carry even more fruit, it's yours for 100 fruit. Hells yeah! I knew you were a buyer from the moment I saw you. Here you go. Thanks, bruh. 250. Exactly what I needed. Gotta spend money to accumulate money. Let's see. Oops, that's not what I want. Yeah, why not? No. Shit. If I had just not spin it over there. Could have spin it here. On the other hand. Why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. How many of those do I have now? Oops, wrong button. I've got 6. Okay. I will say that there's more than meets the eye at this island. Clearly there is an island god and a god slayer. But the suitlings hint at something even more secretive. Okay, so it looks like we need to go up here, yeah? Right? This... where's the monkey? Yeah. I don't know where I'm trying to go. I suppose I should be trying to go over there. I feel like the monkey is down here, yeah? Oh, I guess, yeah, it's only shown up when I look through the, when I look through the telescope. Couldn't go through that way. I guess I need to just go up and then, like, maybe back over. Yeah, that's probably what I need to do. What do I need here? 80. Don't have them. Don't have them. So here we have, you know, a place that I've already visited, and you know that happens more and more throughout the game. But there are things to do. They've changed that spinning board from the things that help me unlock space. Oops. To come on. To a fruit spinner, so I can hit more fruit. Let's go ahead and hit that duder. Sorry, Juice Master Jeepers. This juicery belongs to the Skull Gang. We produce the purest cocoa juice of Mokumana. Juicing is hard work, nothing for scrubs, so stay back before you hurt yourself. You really want to try juicing? Fine, I'll give you one shot. You can fill up Juice-O-Meter. I'll accept you as a juicer. Just climb to the top of the tree and get the juiciest cocoas. Bring them over to the juicer and start juicing. About 3 you should fill it up. That's how you do it. But I wouldn't get my hopes up, scrub. Or little do you know. Wow, that was... yeah. Alright, there you go. I told you only a skull gangers are natural juicers. Anyway, I gave you a chance to scrub and a scram. What a jerk. Lordy, lordy. There we go. There we go. Well, let's go put some mail in this box. I like that I never pick up mail. I'm always just delivering it. You stupid mail. Idiot. Let's see what you got going on. My toolbox. Sandro. My toolbox. Excellent. Stand back and I'll get the bridge repairs done. Perfect. Bridge is good as new. Give it a try. Of course, this way only leads to the Ivory Peaks. Nothing but snow and space monks up there. Aren't I supposed to go to the Ivory Peaks? I'm a little bit lost in what I'm supposed to be doing right now, but it doesn't matter. Sort of onward and upward, right? I suppose as long as I can make headway, I'm going in the right direction. Uh-oh. Dipperloaf. Rargurg. Please don't be afraid. I am not the one responsible for this. I am Dipperloaf, guardian of those too small to protect themselves. The tragedy struck fast. An evil creature was upon us before I could do anything. Then only darkness. When I awoke, I was maimed terribly and wearing the brand of the God-Slayer. Worst of all, the little ones. I sit here now and weep forever for my lost friends, my broken trunk rotting with sorrow. Goddamn, I'm so sorry, dude. Not even the sun finds me anymore. This grove is cursed by the evil force. Only sorrow remains. Okay. Welp. See you later. So not all is happy on the island. Shove it in. Tunguska! Those wicked suitlings have gone into hiding. They work hard in the mines and drag home all sorts of filth. It's time for the bath. But they saw it coming and hid from me. Won't you help me find my suitlings? There's 6 suitlings hiding upstairs. I'll keep the tub warm while you look for them. We have about 5 minutes. Help me out and I'll have a nice reward for you. Although, I don't know. I've got some time today, so maybe I'll just keep going. Hey Beetle, are you here for the pilgrimage? We're just about to set out. We're going to climb the Ivory Peaks and visit the Space Monk Temple. I'm Tila. The overdressed one is Jamja, who's a bit overly concerned about the cold up there. The big quiet one is Don't worry though, is very friendly. Anyways, we'll be off in a bit. Join if you want. We'll be on the pilgrim's path marked by the red ribbons. We haven't got any extra gear, but if you talk to Tunguska, the lighthouse keeper, I'm sure something can be arranged for you. That's you, yeah? Right? Climbing gear, you help me with my suitling problem, and we'll talk about it. Please hurry. If I know 6 suitlings, just put them in the tub and give them a scrub. He'll give them a scrub. Alright. Yeah, so, yeah. We'll handle this. Maybe this will be a good stopping point, depending on how quickly we can do it. Ah, running from me, eh? Come on now. Do 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 do. It's just like, I just went straight up. I couldn't do anything. Okay, here we go. Here's another way that failure plays into this. A secret cave. Counting my deaths here, or my failures anyway, when I fall through the brambles. What happens when it reaches a number? You know, I'm not really sure. I either didn't find out or I can't remember. But clearly death is not unproductive. Failure isn't unproductive. Come on now. Not too shabby. That's close. Shit. Alright, it is 11:30. I mean, like, we're doing pretty good. We have several of the suitlings. Play for a few more minutes and attempt to finish this. We'll see how well it goes. Gotcha. I'll be saying, what am I doing? That's what I'm doing. Everyone sitting here to watch the spikes. We'll be launching the spaceship soon. Space Moon. This is a DAPA. The low wind force and blue skies indicate perfect launch conditions. I just hope they manage to sort out the engine trouble before the launch window closes. You and me both, bruh. Is that 6? That is 6. Cowabunga. Is that 10 of those? I just 8 of those. You got the suitling leash. This old leash identifies you as a friend to the suitlings. Find your own suitling. Alright. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Tenkumska, what are you waiting for? Plop a suitling into the bath and I'll give it a good scrub. Oh, wait. There we go. Look at these fluffy and adorable suitlings. How could I ever stay mad at them? I can tell you that you respect the suitling, so thanks for your help. I want you to have my old suitling leash. Take it with you in the suitling habitat in Frostpine Forest. With the leash in hand, the suitlings will guide you on your journey up to the Ivy Peaks. At least there you would have. At least there would have been if you hadn't already helped yourself to it, haven't you? So consider that your reward. All right, well, thanks, but I found it. I didn't have to do any of that at all. Okay, I think that's a pretty good place to stop. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again next week for some more Yoku's Island Express. Thanks a lot. Bye.